The universe is vast, unimaginably vast. Stars shimmer like distant lanterns in a boundless darkness. Galaxies spin gracefully, their arms stretching across millions of light years, carrying countless suns, planets, and perhaps even life. And yet, as magnificent as all this seems, it is only a part of something much larger, something that human eyes have never fully seen. Beyond the reach of our telescopes, beyond the limits of our most powerful instruments, lies a mystery that has puzzled scientists and philosophers alike for centuries. What is beyond the edge of the universe? Imagine standing on a cliff, staring into a fog so thick that you cannot see where it ends. You can hear whispers of wind, see shadows of trees, but the path ahead is hidden. This is how the edge of the universe feels, a place where reality itself becomes uncertain, where the rules we know may no longer apply. Humanity has always been drawn to the unknown. From the earliest days, when humans looked up at the night sky and wondered what those tiny points of light were, to today, when we send spacecraft to the far reaches of our solar system, the curiosity to explore has never faded. Yet, the edge of the universe remains the ultimate frontier. It is not just a place in space. It is a concept that challenges everything we know about existence. The universe is estimated to be 13.8 billion years old. That is 13.8 billion years of expansion, of stars being born and dying, of galaxies colliding and merging, of cosmic phenomena so strange they almost defy comprehension. But despite this immense age and vastness, there is a limit to what we can see. Scientists call this the observable universe. It is a sphere, centered on Earth, that stretches approximately 46 billion light-years in every direction. Beyond this invisible boundary, there may be more stars, more galaxies, more wonders, or perhaps something entirely different. The very concept of an edge is difficult to grasp. We are used to edges in our daily life. The edge of a table, the edge of a cliff, the edge of a swimming pool. But the edge of the universe is not a wall or a border. It is not a line you can cross easily. It is the point beyond which light has not had time to reach us since the beginning of the universe. Beyond this boundary, everything is a mystery. Scientists have tried to imagine what lies beyond. Some believe that the universe might be infinite, stretching endlessly in all directions. In this scenario, the edge does not exist at all. The universe would be like a never-ending ocean with galaxies floating like islands, drifting further apart as the ocean expands. Others propose that the universe might have a shape, a curved geometry that eventually loops back on itself. In this case, if one could travel far enough in a straight line, they might return to their starting point, as if walking on the surface of a colossal, invisible sphere. But there are even stranger possibilities. Some theories suggest that the edge could be a boundary between our universe and another, a doorway to something we cannot yet perceive. The multiverse theory, for instance, proposes that our universe is just one of many, each existing like a bubble in a cosmic ocean. Imagine an infinite collection of universes, each with its own stars, planets, and perhaps its own laws of physics. In such a scenario, the edge of our universe might be the beginning of an entirely new reality. The edge of the universe is not something we can visit with a spaceship. Even the fastest spacecraft humans have ever built, traveling at tens of thousands of kilometers per hour, would take billions of years to reach it. And yet, scientists have found ways to glimpse beyond, using light that has traveled across the cosmos for billions of years. The cosmic microwave background radiation, a faint glow left over from the Big Bang, gives us a picture of the universe when it was just 380,000 years old. By studying this light, astronomers can learn about the shape, size, and structure of the universe, even if they cannot travel there directly. As we peer deeper into space, we begin to realize that the universe is not static. It is expanding, stretching space itself like a balloon being inflated. Galaxies drift away from each other, and the further they are, the faster they move. This expansion creates a horizon, a limit beyond which we cannot see. Light from galaxies beyond this horizon will never reach us, no matter how long we wait. In a sense, the universe has an edge defined not by walls, but by time and distance, a horizon that recedes as the universe grows. But what does this edge look like? Is it dark and empty, or is it filled with energy, with strange forces we cannot yet comprehend? Some theories suggest that the universe could end in a wall of high-energy radiation, a kind of cosmic barrier that separates our reality from what lies beyond. Others imagine it as a smooth continuation, where space simply goes on, unbroken, into infinity. And yet others propose that at the edge, the laws of physics themselves might change, giving rise to phenomena that seem impossible to us now. The mystery of the universe's edge is not just scientific, it is deeply philosophical. What does it mean for something to have a boundary? What lies beyond what we can see? Are there other forms of life, other civilizations, other worlds waiting to be discovered? These questions have no easy answers, but they drive humanity's quest for knowledge. Every telescope built, every probe sent into deep space, every calculation made by a physicist is a step toward understanding this cosmic mystery. As we explore the universe, we are reminded of our own smallness. Earth is just a pale blue dot in a vast, dark expanse. Yet within this small planet, our minds have reached out to the stars, to galaxies billions of light years away, imagining what might lie beyond. This curiosity, this drive to know, is what makes us human. It is the same curiosity that will one day take us to the edge of the universe, if not physically, then at least in understanding. The edge of the universe is more than a boundary. It is a challenge. It is a question mark written across the cosmos, daring us to seek answers. And while we may never step foot there, the very act of asking the question expands our minds, pushes the limits of our imagination, and reminds us that the universe is far greater than anything we can fully comprehend. In the coming chapters of this journey, we will explore what the universe is made of, how it expands, and the strange forces that govern its behavior. We will look at theories that stretch the imagination, ideas about parallel universes, hidden dimensions, and the possibility that our universe is only a small part of a much larger cosmic tapestry. But for now, we stand at the edge of our understanding, staring into the unknown and asking the most profound question of all: what is beyond the edge of the universe? It is a question that may never have a definitive answer. And yet, it is the question that drives us to look up at the night sky, to build telescopes and satellites, to explore the cosmos. The edge of the universe is not just a destination, it is a journey, and every step we take brings us closer to understanding the infinite, the mysterious, and the unimaginable. The stars continue to shine, galaxies continue to spin, and beyond them, beyond the reach of our eyes and instruments, the edge awaits, a place of wonder, of mystery, of infinite possibilities. And so, the journey begins. The universe, as vast and mysterious as it is not empty. It is a living, breathing fabric, a cosmic web that stretches across unimaginable distances, holding galaxies, stars, and planets together in a delicate balance. To understand what lies beyond the edge, one must first understand this invisible structure that forms the very backbone of reality. At first glance, space may seem like nothing, a dark void between stars, but it is far from empty. The universe is made up of countless elements, some visible, others invisible, yet all equally essential. The stars we see, the planets we imagine, and the galaxies that dance across the cosmos are only a small part of the story. Beyond the light, beyond the familiar, there exists a hidden world of dark matter and dark energy, forces that shape everything we observe yet remain invisible to our eyes. Dark matter is a mysterious substance. We cannot see it, we cannot touch it, we cannot even detect it directly. And yet, its presence is undeniable. Scientists discovered it by observing the way galaxies rotate. Stars at the edges of galaxies move as if something unseen is pulling them inward. This invisible mass outweighs ordinary matter, everything we can see, by almost 5 times. Imagine a cosmic ghost holding entire galaxies together, shaping the structure of the universe, yet never revealing itself. And then there is dark energy, an even stranger phenomenon. While dark matter pulls things together, dark energy pushes them apart. It is the force behind the universe's expansion, stretching space itself faster and faster, driving galaxies away from each other at speeds that defy imagination. In the first decades after the Big Bang, gravity slowed the expansion. But about 6 billion years ago, dark energy took over, accelerating the universe's growth. It is a force so powerful and so mysterious that scientists are still struggling to understand it. Together, dark matter and dark energy make up almost 95% of the universe. Everything else, the stars, planets, galaxies, and even humans, accounts for less than 5% of reality. To visualize this, imagine a giant, invisible trampoline. Galaxies sit on this fabric, rolling and spinning, their weight bending the surface beneath them. This bending is what we feel as gravity, the invisible force that governs everything from the fall of an apple to the orbit of a planet. And just as the trampoline stretches and shifts, the universe itself is expanding, carrying galaxies along like leaves floating on a vast cosmic river. Space-time, this 4-dimensional fabric of the universe, is more than a concept. It is the stage on which all cosmic events play out. Time and space are intertwined. One cannot exist without the other. Move through space and you affect time. Warp the fabric of space and gravity bends both. Massive objects like stars and black holes create ripples in this cosmic fabric, influencing everything around them. In a sense, the universe is alive, not with consciousness, but with motion, energy, and interaction. The expansion of the universe is one of the most profound discoveries in human history. In 1929, Edwin Hubble observed that galaxies are moving away from us, and that the farther they are, the faster they move. This simple observation revealed that the universe itself is stretching, growing larger with every passing second. Picture a balloon being inflated with dots representing galaxies. As the balloon grows, the dots move further apart. But unlike a balloon, the universe has no edges in the usual sense. It is space itself that is expanding, carrying galaxies along in its flow. This expansion has profound implications for the edge of the universe. Light from distant galaxies takes millions or even billions of years to reach us. Some galaxies are so far away that their light has not had time to arrive yet, and never will. The edge of the observable universe is defined not by a physical barrier, but by this cosmic horizon, the distance beyond which light cannot reach us. And yet, space continues beyond this horizon, stretching into realms we can only imagine. Cosmic structures, shaped by dark matter and gravity, form a vast web that spans the universe. Galaxies are not scattered randomly. They trace filaments of dark matter, forming a cosmic web that connects clusters of galaxies across hundreds of millions of light years. In this web, voids appear as immense empty spaces, almost unimaginably vast, surrounded by dense regions of galaxies. These structures are the fingerprints of the universe's evolution, shaped over billions of years by forces we are only beginning to understand. But the universe is not only vast, it is dynamic. Stars are born in clouds of gas and dust, igniting nuclear furnaces that shine for millions or billions of years. Galaxies collide, merging into larger structures, sometimes triggering bursts of star formation. Black holes, some as massive as billions of suns, lie at the centers of galaxies, devouring matter and shaping the flow of stars and gas. Every cosmic event sends ripples through space-time, influencing the universe on scales both large and small. Yet, despite all this knowledge, the edge of the universe remains a profound mystery. Dark energy may drive galaxies apart faster than the speed of light, creating regions we may never observe. Entire areas of space could exist beyond our reach, forever hidden by the expanding fabric of the cosmos. And in these distant realms, the rules of physics might differ, creating worlds that are alien beyond imagination. To comprehend this, one must think beyond ordinary experience. Our minds are accustomed to finite distances, to familiar landscapes, to a world where boundaries exist. But the universe defies these limits. It challenges our perception, inviting us to imagine scales, energies, and phenomena that are almost impossible to grasp. Consider a single galaxy like the Milky Way. It contains over 100 billion stars, each potentially hosting its own planets. Multiply this by billions of galaxies, each unique, and one begins to sense the scale of the cosmos. And then, beyond what we can observe, there may be even more unimaginable in both number and variety. This hidden universe may hold answers to questions that have haunted humanity for millennia. What is the true shape of the universe? Is space infinite, or does it curve back on itself? Are there other universes beyond our own? Could there be life, intelligence, or even civilizations beyond the edge? These questions are not just science fiction. They are serious inquiries pursued by some of the brightest minds on Earth. As we study the fabric of the universe, we also discover that it is fragile, delicate, and interconnected. Tiny fluctuations in the early universe, variations in density and temperature, led to the formation of galaxies, stars, and planets. A universe without these fluctuations would be entirely different, perhaps devoid of life, or even matter as we know it. The cosmic web, dark matter, and dark energy all play crucial roles in shaping the destiny of the cosmos, guiding it along paths that may be as mysterious as the edge itself. And so, the journey to the edge of the universe is also a journey into understanding the very nature of existence. By studying the invisible forces that govern reality, by observing galaxies billions of light years away, by mapping the cosmic web, we are slowly uncovering the rules of the universe. And yet, with every answer comes a new question. For every mystery we solve, a deeper mystery awaits. The fabric of the universe is both a stage and a story, a narrative written across billions of years, stretching across billions of light years. It is the framework upon which galaxies dance, stars are born, and planets form. It is the medium through which light travels, through which gravity pulls, and through which dark energy drives the expansion. It is the hidden scaffold of all reality, and understanding it is essential before we can even imagine what lies beyond the observable edge. In the next part of our journey, we will delve into the most daring and imaginative theories about what might exist beyond the universe. From parallel worlds to higher dimensions, from bubble universes to cosmic landscapes beyond comprehension, scientists and philosophers have tried to picture what the edge could hide. But to even consider these possibilities, one must first understand the foundation, the fabric upon which all cosmic phenomena unfold. And as we continue to explore, we begin to see that the universe is not just a collection of stars and galaxies. It is a vast, interconnected web, a dynamic, expanding, and mysterious structure. Its fabric stretches beyond imagination, guiding the motion of galaxies, shaping the birth of stars, and hiding secrets that may forever remain just out of reach. The universe, with its invisible threads of dark matter, its mysterious dark energy, and its dynamic cosmic web, is a place of wonder. And at the edge of this fabric, where light fades and the unknown begins, lies a question more profound than any we have yet asked. What exists beyond this vast, mysterious, and ever-expanding cosmos? This question drives humanity to keep looking up, to keep building telescopes, to keep sending probes into the depths of space. It reminds us that the universe is far greater than ourselves, yet we are an inseparable part of it. And as we gaze into the darkness, we prepare for the next step in our journey, a step into theories and possibilities that stretch the imagination and challenge the very nature of reality. The fabric of the universe is complex, beautiful, and mysterious. It holds the key to understanding what lies at the edge, and perhaps one day, beyond it, as humanity peers deeper into the universe, questions grow larger and bolder. What lies beyond the edge of the observable universe? Could it be empty space? Or is there something far stranger, a reality so vast and complex that it challenges every notion of existence we hold? For centuries, the unknown was imagined as darkness, a void stretching endlessly. Today, science dares to imagine worlds beyond our own, realms governed by possibilities, not limitations. These are the theories of the beyond. The first of these is the multiverse theory, perhaps the most tantalizing and mind-expanding idea in modern cosmology. According to this theory, our universe is just one among countless others, a single bubble floating in an infinite cosmic ocean. Each universe may have different stars, galaxies, planets, even physical laws. Some may resemble ours closely, others may be unrecognizable. Strange realms where matter behaves differently or where life exists in forms beyond imagination. Imagine blowing bubbles in a bathtub. Each bubble is separate yet connected by the water around it. Our universe is one of these bubbles, shimmering in a sea of countless others. Occasionally, these cosmic bubbles may collide, creating violent bursts of energy, triggering new universes, or reshaping the fabric of reality itself. And just like bubbles in a bath, each universe could be completely independent, its destiny separate from ours. While this idea seems like science fiction, it is grounded in real physics. The inflationary model of the universe, the rapid expansion that occurred just after the Big Bang, suggests that universes can form naturally. Tiny fluctuations in the early cosmos may lead to entire new universes budding off, each with unique properties. In this way, the multiverse is not mere speculation but a logical extension of the universe's growth and dynamics. But the multiverse is not the only theory. Another possibility is the bubble universe theory. Imagine the cosmos as an endless ocean of energy, where universes emerge as bubbles within a cosmic foam. Each bubble is a separate universe, expanding from its own Big Bang, with its own timeline, its own history, and its own cosmic rules. Some bubbles may be close enough that their edges could one day touch ours, while others drift so far away that we may never detect them. Colliding bubble universes could explain strange phenomena we observe in the cosmic microwave background radiation, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang. Tiny irregularities, small patches of unusual temperature or energy, might be evidence of universes brushing against each other in the vast cosmic ocean. If true, then the edge of our universe is not an end but a boundary, a frontier, where interactions with other universes may shape our own reality. Beyond bubbles and multiverses, some theories venture even further into dimensions beyond the three we know. According to brain cosmology, our universe exists as a three-dimensional membrane called a brane, floating in higher dimensional space. In this theory, other branes may exist parallel to ours, invisible yet real, separated by dimensions we cannot perceive. These higher dimensions could hold entire worlds, galaxies, and civilizations, existing alongside our own but completely out of reach. In this framework, the edge of the universe is not a wall but a veil, separating our reality from realms that are fundamentally different. Gravity, light, and even time may behave differently in these dimensions. The multiverse may not just be a series of separate bubbles but a complex web of realities, stacked and intertwined like pages of a book we cannot read. The possibilities are infinite and each is more mind-bending than the last. To visualize these higher dimensions, imagine a sheet of paper. You can move along its length and width. These are the familiar dimensions. But if the paper floats in space, there may be an invisible third dimension that allows movement up or down, beyond the surface you can see. Now multiply this concept to 10, 11, or even more dimensions, as some theories suggest. Entire universes could exist in these dimensions, hidden from our senses yet fully real. These theories challenge the very concept of an edge. In our daily experience, edges are tangible: a cliff, a wall, a fence. But in the context of the universe, an edge could be invisible, intangible, and infinitely complex. It could be a transition to another universe, a passage to a higher dimension, or simply a horizon we cannot cross. The boundary may exist not in space but in the very laws of physics, a point where what we know ceases to apply. Yet despite the grandeur of these ideas, scientists approach them with caution. They are bold, imaginative, but grounded in mathematics and evidence. Observations of the cosmic microwave background, gravitational waves, and the large-scale structure of the universe provide subtle hints, but direct proof remains elusive. These theories exist at the edge of science, where imagination meets observation, where curiosity meets the unknown. The multiverse and higher-dimensional universes also raise profound philosophical questions. If other universes exist, what does that mean for life in ours? Could there be civilizations far older or more advanced than humanity, existing in parallel realities? Could there be versions of ourselves, living alternate lives in other universes, making different choices, exploring different paths? These questions are no longer just philosophical. They intersect with science, challenging our understanding of reality itself. For centuries, humans believed the universe was finite with the Earth at its center. Then we discovered the sun, the galaxy, and eventually the vast cosmic web beyond. Each revelation shattered assumptions, expanding not just our knowledge but our imagination. Theories of the multiverse and higher dimensions continue this journey, stretching the mind to consider realities beyond comprehension, realms where the very concept of space and time may be different. One of the most fascinating possibilities is that the edge of our universe may be a doorway, a portal to these other realities. If the universe is expanding, if it is part of a multiverse, then the boundary we perceive is not final. Beyond it could lie phenomena so extraordinary that they defy human understanding, regions of space with different constants of physics, universes with more than 3 spatial dimensions, or even entirely new forms of matter and energy. Some scientists speculate that the edge of the universe may be a brain collision zone, where universes interact. If true, such collisions could spark events as powerful as the Big Bang itself, creating new universes or reshaping existing ones. In this sense, the edge is not an end but a beginning, a threshold between realities, a frontier where creation itself unfolds. But these ideas, as compelling as they are, also carry a humbling message. No matter how far humanity explores, no matter how powerful our instruments become, the universe may always hold secrets just beyond our reach. We are limited by light speed, by time, by our ability to perceive dimensions beyond 3. And yet, it is this very limitation that drives curiosity, that fuels the desire to explore, that inspires imagination and discovery. As we contemplate the theories of the beyond, we begin to see the edge of the universe not as a boundary but as a canvas upon which the laws of physics, the expansion of space, and the hidden dimensions of reality may converge. The edge becomes a question mark in the vast cosmic narrative, daring us to imagine, to theorize, and to reach beyond what we can see. The multiverse, bubble universes, and higher dimensions all point to a profound truth. The universe, or perhaps the collection of universes, is far more complex than our senses suggest. Space is not simply empty. It is a dynamic, expanding, and interconnected fabric. Beyond the horizon of our observations lies a realm of infinite possibilities, a frontier where imagination and science meet, where curiosity becomes exploration, and where the edge of one universe may be the beginning of another. In the next part of our journey, we will take a closer look at what the edge itself could look like. Could it be a wall of energy, a smooth transition to another universe, or a gateway to higher dimensions. We will explore cosmic landscapes so alien and extraordinary that even the most advanced telescopes cannot capture them. And we will confront the tantalizing possibility that the edge of the universe is not an end, but a doorway to something beyond comprehension. Theories of the beyond challenge everything we know, from the nature of space to the laws of physics, and from the meaning of existence to the possibilities of life itself. They remind us that the universe is not static, that it is alive with motion, energy, and mystery. And as we continue to explore, we prepare to face a question even greater than what lies beyond the edge. What will we find when we reach it? For centuries, humans have looked at the night sky, imagining what lies at the farthest reaches of space. Stars twinkle like distant beacons, galaxies swirl in intricate patterns, and nebulae glow with ghostly light. But beyond all of this, beyond what we can observe, exists a boundary, a horizon that has never been touched, never been crossed, never been understood. This is the edge of the universe, and what lies there is one of the most profound mysteries of all. The edge of the universe is unlike any edge we have encountered in everyday life. It is not a cliff to fall off, a wall to crash into, or a door to open. It is something far stranger, something almost impossible to imagine. It may not exist as a tangible object at all. Some scientists suggest that the edge is simply the limit of what we can see, a boundary defined not by matter or energy, but by time, light, and the speed at which the universe expands. Beyond this horizon, light has not had time to reach us since the beginning of the cosmos. It is the ultimate unreachable frontier. Yet, imagination allows us to explore possibilities. One of the most striking ideas is that the edge could be a wall of energy, a shimmering boundary filled with unimaginable power. Picture it, a glowing barrier pulsating with radiant energy, separating our observable universe from the unknown. It would be a place of extremes, where radiation, matter, and forces interact in ways that defy comprehension. To approach it would be to face a realm so intense that conventional physics might break down, where light bends, time stretches, and reality itself becomes fluid. Another possibility is that the edge is smooth and infinite, without walls or barriers. In this view, space simply continues beyond what we can see, stretching endlessly, perhaps curving in ways we cannot perceive. It is a continuation rather than an ending, a frontier that flows like a river, carrying galaxies, stars, and cosmic phenomena into realms we cannot observe. In this scenario, the universe has no true edge, only horizons that expand as the cosmos grows. The universe becomes like an ocean, and our observable part is just the portion illuminated by the light that has reached us. Beyond it lies a vast, uncharted expanse, waiting silently for discovery. Some theories suggest an even stranger reality. The edge might be a transition to another universe or dimension, a gateway between realities. Imagine stepping from one room into another, but on a scale that is cosmic, incomprehensible, and unlike anything we have experienced. In such a scenario, the edge is not a dead end. It is a portal. Beyond it, physical laws could be different, matter might behave in unknown ways, and entire new realities might unfold. The edge would then be a threshold, a liminal space where our universe meets another, creating a boundary between the known and the unknowable. Consider the concept of brain cosmology, where our universe exists as a three-dimensional sheet, or brain floating in higher dimensional space. If this theory is true, the edge of the universe could be the point where our brain meets another brain, a parallel reality overlapping with our own, but separated by dimensions we cannot perceive. Collisions between brains might trigger cosmic events as powerful as the Big Bang, reshaping entire universes. The edge then becomes a zone of creation, destruction, and transformation, a place where the laws of physics as we know them may bend or even break. Even the act of observing the edge is a challenge. Because of the universe's expansion, galaxies move away from us faster than the speed of light at extreme distances. This creates a cosmic horizon, beyond which light from distant objects will never reach us. In essence, the edge is defined not by matter but by our perception, the limits of observation imposed by time, light, and the speed of the universe's expansion. It is a boundary we approach in thought, not in travel, a place where imagination becomes as important as science. The edge could also be dynamic, changing over time. The universe is not static. It is alive with motion, expansion, and transformation. The edge we perceive today may not be the edge tomorrow. As dark energy drives galaxies further apart, the cosmic horizon shifts, revealing some regions while hiding others. In this sense, the edge is not fixed. It is a moving boundary, a horizon that stretches forward with the flow of time and space. What would it feel like to reach the edge? Perhaps it is a place of silence and darkness, where the familiar laws of nature no longer apply. Perhaps it is alive with energy, vibrating with forces we cannot sense. Or perhaps it is simply infinite, a continuation of the vast emptiness we call space. We cannot know for sure, but by imagining these possibilities, we stretch our understanding, pushing the limits of human thought. The edge of the universe also challenges our concepts of existence. Is the universe finite or infinite? Does it have a boundary, or is it a continuous expanse? Could life, consciousness, or intelligence exist beyond what we can perceive? Could there be galaxies, stars, and planets entirely unlike anything we have ever imagined? These questions may never be fully answered, but they ignite curiosity and fuel the human drive to explore. Even in fiction, the edge has inspired awe and wonder. From science fiction novels to cinematic visions of space, humans have imagined vast gateways, glowing barriers, and infinite realms beyond perception. These stories, while speculative, echo the same fascination that drives real scientific inquiry: the desire to explore the unknown, to confront the unimaginable, and to understand what lies beyond the boundaries of experience. The edge may also be a place where time and space behave differently. In the observable universe, time flows uniformly and space has familiar properties. But at the edge, where dark energy dominates and cosmic expansion reaches extremes, the very fabric of space-time may warp. Seconds could stretch into eons, distances could collapse or expand unpredictably. Light might bend or vanish entirely, and matter could exist in forms unrecognizable to us. The edge becomes not just distant but alien, a frontier where human perception and imagination struggle to comprehend. Some cosmologists speculate that the edge might reveal the origin of the universe itself. If the universe began with a Big Bang, then the edge could be the boundary of that initial explosion, a remnant, a memory, a cosmic horizon marking the birth of everything. Observing or theorizing about this edge may provide insight into the fundamental structure of reality, the nature of creation, and the forces that govern all existence. Yet, for all its mystery, the edge is not just a scientific concept. It is deeply symbolic. It represents the limits of knowledge, the boundary between what is known and what is unknown. It is a reminder of human curiosity, of our desire to reach beyond, to explore, and to imagine. The edge is the ultimate challenge, a horizon that tempts us with the promise of discovery, while warning us of the limits of perception. As we ponder the edge, we realize that it may never be fully understood. It is not a wall to be scaled, a barrier to be crossed, or a territory to be conquered. It is a frontier of ideas, a realm of possibilities, a canvas upon which the universe paints its most profound mysteries. It exists in the interplay between observation, imagination, and theory, a place where the boundaries of science and philosophy blur. In the next and final part of our journey, we will explore what lies beyond this edge, how humanity might one day reach it, what discoveries await, and how the unknown could forever change our understanding of reality. We will contemplate the infinite, the unimaginable, and the potential for new universes, new dimensions, and new forms of existence. The edge of the universe is not an ending. It is an invitation to imagine, to question, and to explore. It is the horizon of possibility, a place where science meets wonder, and where curiosity becomes the most powerful force in the cosmos. And as we stand at the brink of the known universe, looking toward the mysteries that lie beyond, we prepare for the ultimate journey, a journey not just through space, but through the very fabric of existence, into the infinite. As we gaze into the depths of space, beyond galaxies, stars, and cosmic filaments, a question emerges that is both profound and humbling. What lies beyond the edge of the universe? This is more than a scientific inquiry. It is a journey into imagination, philosophy, and the human spirit. The edge of the universe represents the boundary of the known, but beyond it may exist realms so vast, so strange, and so powerful that they challenge everything we believe about reality. And humanity, despite its smallness, is driven by a curiosity that stretches across light years and epochs to seek the answer. The universe, as we have seen, is a tapestry woven from galaxies, stars, planets, dark matter, and dark energy. It is an expanding, dynamic, and mysterious web stretching into realms we cannot observe. The observable universe is only a fraction of what may exist. Beyond it could lie new universes, higher dimensions, or realms governed by forces entirely unknown. For humanity, this possibility is both exhilarating and humbling. It reminds us that we are explorers not just of space, but of ideas, imagination, and the limits of understanding. Imagine a future where humanity's reach extends far beyond the solar system, beyond the Milky Way, and into intergalactic space. Starships powered by technologies we can barely conceive might travel for decades, centuries, or millennia, carrying probes, sensors, and perhaps even humans to the farthest observable horizons. These journeys will not only reveal the structure of the cosmos, but may bring us face to face with the unimaginable, showing worlds, phenomena, and forms of existence that redefine life itself. Yet, even if we cannot physically reach the edge of the universe, science provides ways to explore it. Telescopes, satellites, and detectors allow us to capture light, energy, and particles from billions of light years away. Gravitational waves ripple through space-time, carrying information from cosmic collisions. Cosmic microwave background radiation paints a picture of the universe in its infancy, revealing patterns that hint at the structure and dynamics of the cosmos. Through these observations, humanity peeks beyond the edge, glimpsing the infinite without ever leaving home. But the edge of the universe is not just a physical boundary, it is a conceptual one. It challenges our understanding of space, time, and reality. The multiverse, bubble universes, and higher dimensional theories all suggest that what we see is only a fraction of existence. Beyond the edge, physics may operate differently, time may flow in strange ways, matter may exist in forms unknown to us. The familiar constants of nature may change, creating realities we can only imagine. And yet, in all this strangeness, humanity's drive to explore remains unwavering. The edge also forces us to confront questions of life and consciousness. If other universes exist, could they harbor life? Could intelligence evolve under different laws of physics, forming civilizations beyond our comprehension? Could there be versions of ourselves, living alternate lives in parallel universes, experiencing realities we cannot access? These ideas stretch the imagination and blur the line between science and philosophy, suggesting that exploration is not just external but internal, a quest to understand existence itself. Throughout history, humans have expanded the boundaries of knowledge step by step. We discovered that Earth is not the center of the cosmos, that stars are suns, and that galaxies stretch across unimaginable distances. Each revelation shattered assumptions, opening new horizons. The edge of the universe represents the next step in this journey. It is not merely a point in space. It is a challenge, a question, and a frontier that pushes us to think bigger, reach further, and dream beyond the limits of perception. Some scientists imagine that one day, humanity may detect signals from beyond the observable universe, gravitational waves from distant cosmic events, radiation from other universes, or evidence of higher dimensional interactions. These signals would not only expand our understanding of physics, but could reshape our philosophy, art, and culture. The knowledge that the universe is larger, stranger, and more interconnected than we ever imagined would redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. Yet, this pursuit is not without risk. Exploring the unknown always carries uncertainty. The forces beyond the edge may be incomprehensible, violent, or even dangerous. Cosmic collisions, extreme energy fields, and higher dimensional phenomena could exist in forms that challenge our very survival. And yet, it is precisely this danger, this uncertainty, that makes the quest worthwhile. It reminds us that exploration is not just about observation. It is about courage, curiosity, and the willingness to confront the unknown. Philosophically, the edge of the universe reflects the infinite nature of possibility. It suggests that no matter how much we discover, there will always be more, new horizons, new questions, and new mysteries. The edge is not a limit but an invitation, a call to expand our minds, challenge our assumptions, and embrace the vastness of existence. It tells us that curiosity is boundless, that imagination is a tool as powerful as technology, and that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey without end. In contemplating the infinite, humanity also confronts its own significance. On the one hand, we are incredibly small, a tiny part of a cosmic expanse that stretches billions of light years. On the other hand, our minds possess the ability to imagine, to explore, and to understand aspects of the universe that are far beyond our immediate perception. This paradox of smallness and awareness defines the human experience. It is both humbling and empowering, reminding us that even the tiniest observers can glimpse the grandest scales. Beyond the edge, possibilities abound. Perhaps there are universes where matter behaves differently, where stars burn in colors we cannot imagine, where gravity flows in reverse, or where time loops back on itself. Perhaps consciousness exists in forms we cannot recognize. Intelligence evolves under alien conditions, or life thrives in environments utterly hostile to ours. The edge of the universe, in this sense, is not just a boundary of space. It is a frontier of imagination, of science, and of philosophy. As we prepare to explore, we must remember that the journey is as important as the destination. Humanity's quest to understand the cosmos has always been driven by curiosity, creativity, and wonder. Telescopes, satellites, space probes, and theoretical models are all tools that extend our senses, allowing us to peer further than our eyes could ever reach. Yet it is the human spirit, the desire to know, to question, to dream, that truly takes us beyond the edge. In contemplating the infinite, we also confront the ultimate questions. What is reality? What is existence? Are we alone? Could there be civilizations, consciousness, and worlds beyond our universe, beyond our comprehension? These questions have no definitive answers, yet they inspire inquiry, reflection, and discovery. They remind us that exploration is not simply about reaching a physical boundary, but about expanding understanding, imagination, and perspective. And so, as we stand at the brink of the known universe, looking toward the mysteries that lie beyond, we are both humbled and inspired. We are tiny yet curious, limited yet imaginative, mortal yet capable of contemplating infinity. The edge of the universe is not a place to fear, but a horizon to seek, a challenge to embrace, and a reminder that the quest for knowledge has no end. In the future, humanity may reach farther than we can imagine. Perhaps starships will traverse interstellar distances, discovering new galaxies and witnessing cosmic phenomena beyond our current understanding. Perhaps signals from other universes will reveal themselves, reshaping physics and philosophy alike. Or perhaps the edge will remain forever beyond reach, a boundary that exists in thought, imagination, and observation alone. Either way, the journey itself is the greatest reward. Exploring the edge of the universe is not just about discovering what lies beyond, it is about discovering ourselves. It is about understanding our place in the cosmos, our capacity for curiosity, and our ability to dream beyond the limits of perception. It is about realizing that the universe is infinite, mysterious, and beautiful, and that humanity has the courage to reach for the stars. And so, the story continues. Beyond galaxies, beyond stars, beyond the cosmic web lies the edge of the universe, a place of mystery, wonder, and infinite possibilities. It is a horizon that calls to the human spirit, daring us to imagine, explore, and dream. And while we may never fully reach it, the very act of seeking brings us closer to understanding the infinite. The universe is vast. Beyond its edge may lie more than we can ever imagine. Yet in our curiosity, courage, and imagination, humanity reaches outward, embracing the infinite and stepping boldly into the unknown. The edge is not the end. It is the beginning of everything we have yet to discover.